welcome to STEAM Saturdays. I'm Miss Anna, and today I'm going to show you how to make something called oobleck. So this is something that you can probably make with ingredients from your own home. We're just going to use some cornstarch, some water, and you can use food coloring if you want, but you don't have to. That's just if you want some colorful oobleck. And the other things we'll need is just a big bowl, a mixing spoon, some paper towel, because this does get messy, and you might want to wear gloves unless you want to get your hands a little dirty too. So if you find this really interesting, you want to learn more, you can check out books at your local library like this one. We have Cool Doughs, Putties, Slimes, and Goops, and this does have an oobleck recipe in it under a different name, so feel free to take a look at that. But right now I'm going to show you guys how to make some oobleck. I already have the ingredients measured out. We have 2 cups of cornstarch, which we're going to put in our bowl. It might kind of cloud up a little bit, that's okay, it's just messy. And then we're going to start with 1 cup water. I have a little bit more than that so that we can add some if we need to. That's one thing about this recipe. You may need to change some stuff around if it's not turning out to be the texture you want. If you need it to be more liquidy, we'll add more water, and if you want it to be a little more solid, you can add more of the cornstarch. So for now, we're just going to start mixing it around with the spoon. And you can see it's sort of clumping together. So something that's really cool about oobleck that you're going to see is that depending on how you're holding it, what you're doing with it, it can either be a solid or a liquid. So it kind of switches between the two. It has the properties of both. And things like that are actually called non-Newtonian fluids. So that's pretty interesting. So oobleck is a non-Newtonian fluid. So you can see mine is kind of clumping and getting solid. You might have to get in with your hands to mix it around after it reaches a certain point, but mine might need a little bit more liquid because you can see it's sort of clumping. So we're going to add some more liquid. You can always add more or less of an ingredient if you need to. And here we go, it's getting better now. So you can kind of see how I let it pool and it drips off, but when you pick it up, you can actually get a giant clump of it. So you can sort of see it before it melts away. See, I'm holding a clump and then it starts to drip and it turns into water or liquid. So that is the cool thing about oobleck. You can see it. When you pick it up, it's going to feel like you're holding something really thick. It's actually kind of hard to get out almost to pick up a chunk. But then as soon as you let it stay in your palm, it just turns to a liquid and drips back down. So now that we've seen that, I'm going to add our food coloring. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I'm just going to add a few drops of green just to make it look nice and gross and slimy. So that's what I want to do with mine, but you can do anything with yours. And you can see it's turning a really bright green now. It looks a little bit icky. So once again, you can grab some with your hands and it sort of turns into a liquid. And that is how you guys can make oobleck at home using a few simple ingredients. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy this at home.